and then I find out little different things. So like one thing that's kind of interesting to me, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but you said something, you had a crash.
Yeah, I did.
You crashed. How bad was that?
So I was lane splitting prior to the crash, and then at the time of the crash, I was technically in my own lane. I was in the all the way left lane. Somebody crossed over into my lane without a turn signal, no warning, and I was in the right hand side of the lane, so he literally just swerved right into me. So I was able to miss him, but in regaining my balance, there was traffic. So with regaining my balance, I rear-ended another car and then flipped over my bike. Oh. And when I turned around to get my bike, it was completely upside down, sitting there upside down. Yeah. So I had to push it over. Get it back up. I ended up, calling everyone out there. I thought I had broke my hand, but I didn't. I ended up riding it home, like literally tears rolling down my face because I was in so much pain. Yeah. And because I didn't want to wait for the tow truck, and I didn't want to ride the ambulance because I'm a fucking EMT.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to ride in the ambulance. Like, I'm in the ambulance. I'm driving. Refuse. Yes. So I refused. Yes. I was like, AMA me, don't care.
Yep.
So I rode it home, and so I was like in bed, like just miserable as shit. And then literally like 2 days later, my mom walks in and she was just like, my brother died. And I was like, I couldn't move. Like, it was horrible. So yeah, it was a rough month. And then I ended up, my dad has a bad knee. So he ended up selling his S1000RR to me because that's what I had prior. That's what I crashed on, was a S1000RR. And he was like, hey, I got my bike, it's just sitting there. And I'm like, yeah, Dad. He's like, I'll sell it to you. I was like, all right, I guess so. I mean, I don't know what else to do right now.
So he was riding too?
My dad rides.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad used to.
That's a big bike.
Yeah, my dad used to race motocross his whole life. Yeah. Okay. So my dad is a very experienced rider. And then when I told him about the S1000RR, because I was like, Dad, that's like the best bike you can buy. Like, when I had my little CBR, he was like, really? So he went and test rode it and he loved it. And he's like, I'm gonna buy one. So he bought one brand new, and now it's mine. I redid it. I like customized it to me and everything. But that was in 2018. So that was almost 2 years now.
Oh, wow. Well, sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, it sucked. It was my first wreck on the street.
Yeah. So as an EMT, like it could have been a lot worse. You know that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But I ride full gear.
Good.
No, doesn't matter where I'm going. Doesn't matter if I'm going down the street, because the people here, we have like a really bad, and I saw it in Tucson too, but we have like a really bad phone epidemic here. Like, people on their phones, like really bad. Yeah. Everyone is on their phones. So it's
illegal here, but still people do it.
Oh yeah. Same here. Here. So it's terrible. It's terrible for motorcycle riders. That's for sure. So
you said you did EMT for 5 years. So
yes, I did.
You stopped.
Yes, I did.
Stopped doing it. Okay.
I did. I let my license lapse and everything.
Yeah. I almost did that too.
Did you?
I took my EMT refresher in December to keep it.
Yeah.
I was like, I figure, if I'm DanDanTheFireman, I got to keep something, right?
So were you a firefighter, or are you?
Yeah,
or okay.
I was. Yeah, I was for 11 years. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Yeah. I started that when I was 19. You started riding 17. So I think we picked something pretty young and stuck with it.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
for sure.
Yeah, that's lucky that you were able to get back on that bike and then ride off, especially with your hand. What happened? Was it your right hand, left hand?
My left hand. Yeah. Okay. I'm still getting treatment for it. It still bothers me. And
really?
Yeah. So technically I didn't break anything. So they're like, oh, you're fine. You know how it is. It's like, oh, you're great. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, why does it hurt?
Yeah.
Why does my hand hurt?
It's not just bones. There's a bunch of ligaments. There's nerve endings.
Yeah. So I have like a lawyer on and everything. We're still going through it. But hopefully something comes out of it good. I don't know. We'll see.
Are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed, luckily. Yeah. Right, but I game with my left. So for keyboard. So like my WASD is my left, and it's like right in between, like here that hurts. And yeah, like I'll go to bed, like it'll be throbbing, and like almost every night. It's still to this day, 2 years later. So it's like, something's wrong, everyone. Can we come to this conclusion now?
Yeah, legal stuff takes forever, and then when you finally get it done, it's like, well, my hand's been in pain for 4 years now.
So true. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
It's like, thank you.
Yep. Thanks, man. But
I
yeah,
don't even-
the dude
Go
that
ahead.
swerved into me wasn't even going to pull over.
Really?
He thought nope. He was still sitting in the lane like, hi, like we're like,
Damn.
pull over. So I was pissed because
I bet.
I was so mad because I had just gotten that bike. Like, it was beautiful. It was like my dream bike. I was like, oh my God, I finally have my S1000. And then that happened. I was just so mad. I was so mad.
Yeah, those aren't cheap bikes either.
No. I think I paid, well, it was a 2014 at the time. I think I paid 11 for it.
Okay.
11.5. So it's not terrible, but it's definitely more of like a premium price for a bike.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. I've seen those. They're pretty premium, but now that you've tried the Triple R, you're like, I want that.
Oh, the Street Triple?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the Street Triple. Yeah, I know. And they're coming out with they're only making 765 of the Daytonas that are 765.
Really?
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, damn it. Like, why is it so expensive? I know, it's like 18K. I'm like,
oh wow, never mind.
Yeah, I know. I have expensive taste. I can't help it.
I thought my bike was expensive, but 18K, jeez.
I know.